You're listening to The Roma Miclat Show.
What if there was a way to eat healthy and help others at the same time? Hi, we are Gising, and we sell farm fresh goods in boxes. And for every box sold, another box is shared with a family in need. We're able to do this by disrupting the traditional supply chain. By buying a box, you're able to eat healthy, support our farmers, and give to those who need it most. You know how they say you can't have your cake and eat it too? Well, at Gising, you can have your goods and share them too. Order now at www.gisinggising.ph.
Welcome to another episode of The Roma Miclat Show, and today, isa na naman pong local brand ang i-feature natin. I have Miss Abby and Sir Enzo of ATTIQUE. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi, from Antipolo.
Yes,
Hi
hello
from
from Antipolo. Hello from
LA,
Singapore.
Lower Antipolo.
Taga-LA itong mga guests natin ngayon. So, Abby and Enzo are the people, or the creators of ATTIQUE, or ATTIQUE. Sorry, medyo parang French kasi yung pronunciation ka talaga. The brand is very new. Okay, I'm very sure hindi pa familiar ang ating mga listeners kasi sabi nga natin bagong-bago ang inyong brand. Can you tell us more about ATTIQUE?
Attic siya. It's actually literally like a boutique from the attic. Kasi we sell handcrafted products na and items for the home and lifestyle na dito namin ginagawa. Everything is handmade dito sa aming warehouse or bodega. That's why it's called ATTIQUE. Yep.
Saka basically the guiding principle for everything that we make is that we want to make good things that even after you use, pag hindi mo na siya kailangan, you won't throw away. Things you'd probably keep in the attic for future generations to use, like mga apo mo, anak mo. We're trying to make things na hindi disposable. So we came up with the name ATTIQUE.
Yep.
Yung tipong magtatagal talaga for a long time. Gano'n nakatagal si ATTIQUE?
We turned 1 month this week.
Last week.
Happy Monthsary!
Actually, ano siya, COVID business.
Oh, yun nga. Kasi I was looking at your official Instagram account and nakaka-amaze because I didn't imagine na pwede pala yun na parang leather craft. Pero, products is mask. Why leather crafts?
Well, I think it started because it was a hobby of mine to do leather craft. A few years ago, I took a furniture design class. And I made a piece, particularly a piece. It's a chair that was clad in leather. It's called a love leather chair. Buong leather siya. And I was fascinated with it as a raw material. So it became a hobby of mine. My former business kasi, or it's still an ongoing business, is marami akong crew members here who decided to quarantine themselves dito rin sa lugar. So since wala akong ginagawa, wala rin silang ginagawa, I decided to try and teach them yung hobby ko, which is leathercraft. And they really did pick up on it. I mean, in a span of almost a month, ng kaka-trial and error nila doon sa mga reta-retasong tira ko ditong leather and stuff, they got to learn the craft. So, the moment nag-lift your ECQ, we decided na, let's buy leather and let's try and make something out of what they just learned, yung bago nilang skill set.
Kasi it's important to know, to understand where we're coming from. Kasi si Enzo kasi, set design, production designer. Yun yung pre-COVID job niya.
Yun nga. I was about to ask kasi baka hindi, kasi nga diba na-mention ni Enzo that this is actually parang it started out as a hobby. Pero by profession, ano ba ang profession nyong dalawa?
Hindi, ako na mag-explain. Si Enzo. production designer siya, and then he's a part owner of a staging company. Pero syempre, as we all know, the live events industry is put on hold because of the pandemic. They were the first one to be hit. Ang daming na-cancel na shows as early as February.
And we'll probably be the last to industry back in.
Yes. So
Kasi
events talaga, I would agree.
It's based on, putting people together, and that's like the most...
Yeah. So parang kung kunyari, freelancer lang kami, okay lang, we'll just find a new job or anything. Pero the problem is they have guys. They have
50, more or less, 50 people.
50 people.
It's a pool of like carpenters, welders, artists, painters, and stuff. And when the quarantine hit, we of course we asked them, what do you want to do? Do you want to go home to your provinces? The reply was, if they did go home, they don't have a job there waiting for them anyway. So they decided to quarantine themselves here.
We started ATTIQUE talaga as a livelihood project. Parang, sige, let's try making these, and you'll see. You can earn a living while, we'll try to sell these things. Thankfully naman, nung una, syempre, hesitant sila. It was a new thing for them. Pero ngayon, little by little, we're seeing na parang very excited na rin sila, very hopeful na rin sila sa mga ginagawa nila.
They were interested to try it, and then same time they were in a way desperate to find something new to do. Diba? Kasi they basically we all basically lost our jobs. So, but now I think they're excited about it. Some of them are really, turning it into their passion. Some of them are actually making their own personal things. They're now enjoying what they're doing. So it's a good thing.
Parang weekly naman, regular naman, at least may napapasweldo, ganyan. So kahit na hindi pa masyadong malaki yung profit, at least we're being sustained.
The goal is to keep everyone.
Yeah. Right now, realistically, yung gumagawa ng mga binibenta namin na available na are parang mga 10 to 12.
A support na tatlo, more or less. Pati sa office, and then So,
and even our rider.
Kasi we now have our own riders. The ones who can do delivery, kayo na lang mag-deliver para at least, it's also profitable for them.
Diba, you have your jobs talaga. Is this part of the plan? Like, 3 to 5 years plan talaga na medyo napaaga lang na unfolded unexpectedly because, of the pandemic or
Hindi
what?
napaaga. Yeah, actually,
No, just in time.
This is some,
He mentioned that he took up a furniture design course. Kasi parang dati pa sinasabi ko na sa kanya na, why don't we try to sell the things you make? Kasi mahilig siya talaga magbuting-ting. Tapos ako naman, mahilig ako mga ideas, ganyan. Mahilig ako magpagawa.
She tells me what to do.
Mahilig ako magputos, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, why don't we try to sell these? Kasi parang maganda talaga siyang lumalabas. Tapos lagi lang walang time. Kasi syempre, meron siyang trabaho na super
regular
erratic.
job.
Then the guys also, usually meron silang ginagawa. We actually came up with a lot of things na magandang ibenta and stuff, but problem is, hindi namin maasikaso. No one could. Even the guys, kahit na sabihin ko, do this or make this, it takes some time because sinisingit lang nila in between their workload nila that they have. So,
Sinong nagde-design ng mga ginagawa? Si Enzo lang, or do you have other artists na kasama sa process?
That to clarify, some of the ideas kasi come from her.
So it's like a tandem, it's like a combination yung dalawa talaga.
Honestly, ako, my design taste is medyo eccentric ng konti. So she's the one who thinks of some of the things. Like this apron I'm wearing. Diba?
Yes.
She's the one who told me to make an apron. But the good thing about Abby and me is that we already have a system. So she tells me what to do, but not how to do it. Diba? And that's a pro tip.
Magaling tong si Abby! Magaling!
Just tell your husbands what to do, but don't tell them how to do it. Okay?
Yeah.
Or tell them how to do it, but don't tell them what to do. I mean, it's one of the two things.
Para hindi nagdadakdak ang dating.
Yes.
Wife skills! Pero ang ganda nung combination nyo because you're really partners, not just in the relationship but also in the business part of, attic. Ang ganda lang kasi makikita mo na maayos yung nagagawa kung ano man yung gusto nyong ma-achieve without, well, I would guess meron ding times na medyo nagka-clash yung ideas, but
lagi. She always wins.
Oy, hindi. Pero like yung apron, mahilig kasi akong mag-bake. Tapos, mahilig ako mag-bake. Tapos sabi ko, parang ang saya lang na, iba kasi, do you bake, Roma?
No, I cook, but I don't bake. Kasi, I love yung medyo may freedom ako to customize. Pero yung di ba kasi sabi ng friend ko, si Therese, sabi niya, kapag daw nag-bake ka, you have to follow everything to a T. Kasi pag hindi maglalasang lason yung product
even when cooking, i-try mo. Kasi ako, I cook also. Pero pag suot ko yung apron, parang ang...
It's like a superhero costume.
Yeah, it's like I can do no wrong. Parang it's like, nakakabigay siya ng confidence. Parang, it's a job and I have to make it right. Ganyan. So,
I'm gonna try that.
Promise. Sabi ko, gusto ko ng apron na maganda para I feel good and I feel happy when I cook. Tapos sinabi ko lang yung mga nasa wish list ko na nilalagyan for this, ganyan for this. So, yun, siya na yung bahala. Tapos pag ayoko, sasabihin ko lang na parang ayoko niyan, ganyan. Pag happy na ako dun sa finished product, okay na. Ako yung final quality control.
Always, the final say remains with her.
Magaling ang QA mo, Enzo. When I saw the yung apron, parang it gives me the European feels. Because yan yung mga nakikita mong suot sa France ng yung mga baker, yung mga sa boulangerie.
Ay, sa Sofitel, yeah.
Even the meat cutters or, that's something that yung mga makikita mo sa mga farmers market, yung mga social sa Salcedo Village.
Iba talaga. Iba siya. Pag suot mo siya, parang it gives you a boost sa ginagawa mo. Na kahit na it's just simple cooking or simple baking, parang it's such an important job pala. Pag may maganda kang uniform, parang gano'n.
I actually made before kasi a holster bag. Purpose was functional kasi, when you're in the setups, magulo, maraming tao, you don't want to fiddle for your phone and your ball pen, yung metro. All of these things are things na usually you need to have on hand. It's the same concept for the apron kasi. So when she asked me to make an apron, I decided to make one na andito na rin, meron dito na kasya na yung iPhone here or any phone na malaki-laki, kasya na dito sa side pocket. Para at least everything is madaling kunin.
Usually yung designs ni Enzo, hindi namin. Yung designs ni Enzo, parang they solve a problem.
Sabi nga, necessity naman is the mother of all inventions. And yun, nagkataon lang talaga na you have the creativity, you have the tools, and, you made it happen. So, ayan. The apron happened.
The apron.
And, yes, the apron. And sana, in the future, magkaroon ng ganyan for, makeup artists. Kasi yung mga makeup artists, kailangan din nila yung mga
pwede rin.
Pwede
rin. Tama.
The belt bag.
Meron ng tools for the brushes, no? Slots for the brushes. Oo nga.
Okay, aside from apron, what are your products currently?
Leather masks. Yun talaga yung parang laging mabenta sa amin. For the past month, ang dami. Kasi siguro yan, accessory na siya new normal accessory na ang mask.
Yes.
Actually, he made one just for himself. Tapos,
So yun din yun, nag-start din yun as for himself.
Nung una ako, I didn't get it. Personally.
Yeah, personally, she did. Why are you wearing?
Bakit leather mask?
And it was to solve a problem din kasi.
Sabi ko pa, may bibili ba niya?
Kasi it was to solve a problem. Kasi I tried wearing yung usual disposable masks. So there were a couple of problems with it. Number one, dahil dikit na dikit siya sa mukha mo usually, yung fabric or kaya yung cloth, I tend to feel na parang kulob na kulob. Tapos the
mas
second
mahirap huminga, actually.
Kasi nagaganon siya.
Kasi nakadikit eh.
Tapos basa. Tsaka ba, for some reason, parang subconsciously, parang you're gasping for air because something is wet and it's on your face. Diba?
Kasi when you get, yun yung second problem, when you get sweaty kasi mainit, lalo sa Pilipinas, it's hot. So I figured I needed to make a mask for myself na may breathing space sa loob. And the design of the mask was based loosely, yung unang-una pang mask, basically on the measurements of the disposable mask. I just converted it nung N95 na mask and then made of leather. So, yun lang. Doon nagsimula. And then I made it and it felt comfortable because the contact point for the leather version was yung perimeter lang, yung sides lang. The mask itself, dahil medyo stiff yung leather, stayed in its form na naka-cove pa labas. So, hindi nakadikit. And I tried it on and then it actually was more comfortable kasi yun nga, may breathing space sa loob and then konti lang yung contact point niya. And
tapos,
then,
his friends started asking na, hey, pwede naman ba kami magpagawa? Babayaran ka namin, ganyan.
Yeah, kaya lang, I wasn't happy with it pa. So, it went through like siguro mga 4-5 prototypes before finally I came up with one na sabi ko, sige, ito, I'm willing to sell this kasi personally, as a designer, I have a habit na pag hindi ako masaya or hindi pa ako 100% okay with the design, I don't wanna to sell it, you know. Okay lang pamigay, pero kung if you're gonna pay me for it, then I want to deliver something na ako mismo I'm happy with it.
Actually, marami kaming prototypes na pinamigay namin sa mga police, na friends.
So, police, mga frontliners. Sila naman yung una mga friends ko na police, nurse, mga ganon. Sige, sa inyo na to. It works, pero hindi pa sobrang happy ako dyan. So
we started training the guys. Actual design namin, gumawa siya ng pattern for them.
Mga patterns for them.
So, yun na lang yung sinusundan nila.
Yep.
Di ba nga, leather. So, ang ganda. And the price is definitely not, I would say, mura. Because, well, again, it's leather. But, I'm very sure na ang market nyo, may certain market kayo I'm very sure.
We can't say naman na nasa upper, pero usually working class talaga at saka medyo mas matatanda. Definitely not zillennials.
Yes.
Definitely
I would say unless fashionista.
Pero parang usually 30 pataas, 30 above. Kasi, syempre, sila
age
yung
group
nag-work
natin.
Na. Oo. Kasi sila yung nag-work na, sila na yung may income, sila na yung makaka-set aside ng budget for more premium items.
We actually studied din kasi yung pros and cons of actually wearing a leather mask. So, like cost-wise, ang isang N95 na mask is
200
pesos, diba? It's supposedly you can use it one a day. You're not meant to reuse it pa ulit-ulit. In a span of a month, parang yun din naman yung magagastos mo sa pagbili mo ng usual N95 mask. And the filters that we use, of course, hindi naman kami naka N95 na filters, pero sufficient na siya. And saka, for the purposes of this pandemic, hindi naman medical grade, pero again, based on the need, parang okay na siya. It's more easy. It's easier din kasi washable naman yung filters niya. The leather itself is it should last you a lifetime.
Which will lead me to my next question. The mask itself, it's very comfortable as you said. Pero ano yung loob niya? Kasi I saw that parang may tela siya di ba? May butas-butas din may tela.
May may pockets siya for insert. We include 7 sets of felt cloth. Pero you can always use whatever. Parang kung gusto mo i-cut, yung meron kang N95 mask or ano ba yun? Yung surgical mask. Pwede mo rin i-cut and then you can put it inside.
Yes. It was a design consideration. I knew na eventually, if you buy a mask with inserts, but the problem is, at one point in time, the inserts are the ones na kailangan ng palitan. So we gave 7 para at least once a week ka lang kailangan maglaba if you have to. But eventually, the inserts will be the ones na kailangan mo i-replace. So we didn't want to design a mask that required you to make specialized or order specialized inserts. You can actually use whatever fabric or material na pang-filter that you want and just cut it out to that shape. And the design of the mask is that may pocket siya na yun lang, susuksok mo lang siya doon. So if you're a medical practitioner na talagang you're exposed dun sa COVID, for example, and you want to wear the leather mask, you can get yung N95 na fabric, cut it out dun sa size of the inserts and then just slot it in. You don't need to have patahin ng special na shape of the insert pa. Lahat ng tatlong models of masks was based on that consideration. Na kung meron kang preference ng filter mo, you can easily make one.
Meron nang nagpagawa sa amin na special. Yung mask namin, nilagyan ng respirator.
Yeah. Hindi ko siya in-include yung respirator dun sa mask kasi I don't know, for me kasi it was breathable without the respirator.
Pero may mga taong
some cases,
apnea ba yun?
Yes.
talagang kailangan la. So we also made a model na meron naman siyang respirator valves. Na replaceable din. The respirator valves is made of plastic So eventually, and rubber. So eventually mag-wear off yun. So we also designed it in such a way na if it does, pwede ring tanggalin and then replace with a new one.
Before we move on yung sa isa nyo pang product, I want to highlight because I was so happy when I saw your mask for parang celebration of the Pride Month. And ang ganda-ganda niya. I was like, oh my God, ang ganda-ganda naman ito.
Can I make kwento kung paano namin naisip yun?
Yes, please.
Actually, hindi namin idea yon. It was an idea of a customer. Umorder na sa amin, may isang customer who ordered mga 2 masks na. Tapos biglang he messaged Nina, can you make me a rainbow mask? And kami ni Enzo personally, ang dami namin friends na gays. So sabi nga namin, why don't we make one? Kasi ang dami nating customers na ganito and they're celebrating the Pride Month. Hindi ko pa alam kung kaya ni Enzo i-design. Pero sinabi ko na agad na I really want to make this for you. Tapos when hindi pa namin pinupost sa Instagram or sa Facebook, message ko na siya na it's done, you get the first dibs. Kaya, parang
Excited siya for sure.
It's really for him. Tapos we just offered it to the public kasi syempre Pride Month and nagse-celebrate sila ng cause nila for this month. Kaya, ayun, ang ganda niya. Ang ganda.
Is this something
It's difficult to make though.
Is it something just for 1 month or parang lang siya? Saglit lang siya?
While stocks last, kasi ang hirap humanap.
Ang hirap.
6 colors.
The difficulty we have is that since hindi naman kami malaking company, we don't actually pre-order or pasadya kami. Hindi kami nakapagpasadya ng leather. We get leather from local suppliers here in Marikina. But of course, whatever they have is in stock is what we get. Medyo fluctuating yun There's no assurance, for example, that this color of green will be available or ilan na lang yung natitira nito na stock. So,
hindi siya like yung standard na black or brown. So, it's 6 colors. Ang hirap humanap
nung
Tas,
may purple pa.
May purple, yeah. Kaya nga sabi ko,
actually, the hard one to find was the green.
The green.
For some reason, I don't really understand why. But the shade of green yung green na ginamit natin, which is closer to the ones na nandun talaga sa flag.
Yes, kasi darker greens ang usually for for leather.
Either it's darker green or for some reason yung super bright radioactive green meron pa mas
neon mga
may ganun pa pero yung
so while supplies last.
Ayan, nako, you should really check it out for our for those who are interested to see the mask kasi ang ganda nga May mga ba kayo interesting buyers na kayo or mga famous personalities na nag sa inyo?
We gave one Ice Sigera. He ordered the Pride mask, pero we gave it to him na lang for free. Kasi his wife, si Miss Liza Adino, she heads yung National Live Commission, Live Events Coalition. We're from the live events industry. So, as a token of our appreciation for all her hard work, we just gave it to her. Pero si Ice, he ordered 2 more masks from us na hindi Pride.
Wow. That is so nice. Nako, nandito na tayo. Ano pa yung isa yung product na I just saw that you launched, I think last week. Was it last week yung parang siyang bracelet?
Ear savers.
Ear saver.
Request din yun. So, talagang ganun lang kami. Ay, yung mga nag-request. Tapos parang, sige, why don't we make it?
Yeah, if you request for something that interests us, na parang, uy, parang cool na to, we'll probably make it.
So, request lang rin yun. And then we just made it. Ang thing with Enzo kasi, he hates copying designs. Ang daming nagsisend sa amin na parang, can you make this? Can you make this? I need an ear saver. Tapos mag-send ng picture. He doesn't
exactly ganun ang gusto nila.
Yeah,
kasi ayaw ni Enzo nun.
As a designer, I do respect yung the design of other people. I mean, if someone else has already made it, I will not copy it. That's din lang naman yung ano ko eh.
Yes, respeto sa
made
kapwa
it,
mo
diba?
artist.
Diba?
So he hates Pinterest.
I actually don't look at Pinterest. Actually, yung I don't look at Pinterest pag sa Facebook o ganun lang.
Pero siya sa akin kasi ako ma-Pinterest. Yung wedding namin, nainis talaga siya.
Actually, yun lang yung rule ko. If you want something done, like if you want something done, just tell it to me. Don't try to show me a picture. Don't show me a pic. Just tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. I'll make one na.
And then you let the creative juice, creative juices flow, and then I'll show you ganon.
When I was making the initial design for it, parang sabi ko, ear saver lang. Pwede naman siyang bracelet. Paano pag hindi mo na siya gagamitin? Kasi make it a bracelet na rin para at least suit na lang niya, hindi mawawala, hindi ilalagay pa niya sa bulsa.
Yes.
So,
pero dun sa mga hindi po nakakaalam kung ano ang ear saver, yung ear saver yung nilalagay sa likod where you nilulup yung mask mo, diba?
Kasi if yung masks namin, wala kami ear loops. Ano kami, wrap around the head.
Yeah, kasi
masakit eh. Pag lagi mong suot, di ba
totoo,
masakit yung tenga.
Dito yung sa likod ng tenga, oo.
Yeah.
So, ang ginawa naming style, wrap around. But if you're wearing a regular mask na may ear loops, ang ginagawa ng mga tao is naglalagay sila ng ear savers. Yung parang ina-attach mo para mas stretch yung loop na yon para hindi siya nakatug sa ears mo.
Ito, very helpful to sa ating mga frontliners, security guards, kung sino man yung laging naka-wear ng mask when pag nag-work sila 8-10 hours a day, diba? So, yon, very helpful ito sa kanila. And again, it's maganda kasi ano lang siya, hindi lang siya ear loop. Maganda siya. Mukha siyang accessory eh. Ang ganda nga eh. Ang astig nung ano eh. Very nice. Kung isip, akala ko nung una when it was posted, it was a bracelet. That's what I really thought. Sabi ko, bracelet
the pattern
pala.
was the design is based dun sa watch strap, no?
He made me a watch strap. Dati pa, mga 1 year ago, gano'n.
Yeah.
Since na-mention nyo yan, do you customize anything? Or do you accept customization of anything? Or meron lang kayong limit for now na okay, hindi muna?
To a certain degree, yes. I mean, if we can, if it's easy enough to make, why not?
If it's easy enough and parang pag nakita namin na yung need for behind it. Like, we don't do shoes. Kasi wala kaming training for shoes, di ba?
Yeah, wala kaming equipment. It requires very specialized equipment to mold the leather ng paikot.
I haven't said yes, pero may nag-message na yung anak niya may condition na parang may limp. It's like a stroke.
So, hindi pantay ang paa niya.
Oo. So, parang she needs special shoes and she can't find a pair in the market. So, parang nagpapagawa siya kung kaya raw ba namin. Ang sagot ko, we can't.
But we'll let you know once na...
We can't, but we'll work on it.
We'll work on it.
Ako, if we see the need behind it, we want to help and we want to try to make it for you.
Like, there are a lot of requests then for, like, for example, customized the masks. It's easy enough to customize kasi, for example, yung thread color, the color of the mask. But when it comes to the shape, again, ako kasi I'm not comfortable selling something I haven't tested first. So, we do a lot of prototyping. Like, we have 3 models of mask. Last one was the wide. It was made because there are some people like me, actually, na medyo wide. So we needed
yes. Malalapad ang mukha. Mukha katulad namin. Ako, yung husband ko, malapad ang mukha. Hindi na natin kinukontour lang natin to, pero talagang contour lang sa pero talagang malapad po yung mukha namin.
Yeah,
that's why I wear the mask. I'd rather wear the mask. Well, that one took 6 prototypes before I was happy with how it came out. So it's actually minsan we have requests for very customized na mask. Ang sagot ko lang is I would love to do it, but it really will take a lot of time. Kasi hindi siya enough na you adjust things. Either it's not about reducing or enlarging the size of the mask. For example, that's why we have 3 different designs. It's not as simple as liitan mo na lang konti, for example, yung existing design para sa mas maliit. What the differences are in the curvatures of the face.
Yes.
Diba? So, minsan pag may request ng customized, for example, na pwede bang yung gantong design nyo but smaller, it takes some time to make kasi we need to prototype it muna and test it out. Kasi if you reduce the size, if there's no assurance na may mga gaps and stuff,
yes, the gap is very important. Yun yung dapat wala Dapat talaga secured
Yes, dapat wala. So, yes, we do customize to some degree, but yun nga, it takes more time. Kasi before we release anything to you, we'll make sure we tested it muna.
Pero surprisingly, ang dami nagme-message sa amin na for different things, iPad holder, yung mga gano'n na gusto nila customize. Meron silang wish list na gusto ko may slots for this or gusto ko it opens like this. Yung mga gano'n, it solves their needs. Siguro, gusto nila how it opens like this kasi that's how they work. Yung mga gano'n na kaso it will take some time kasi isa lang ang designer namin.
At the moment.
Sa ngayon.
Yeah.
So, siya rin ang gumagawa ng pattern para ma-reproduce. So, ang hirap. Tapos, yung office namin, isa lang yung staff namin. So,
tapos pinapagluto pa ako lang din.
Diba? May baby kami, ganyan. So, medyo mahirap. Pero, nakakatuwa na may mga nag-message na gano'n. Kasi, ibig sabihin, may mga needs talaga na hindi na-solve ng ready-made product.
Kasi syempre, you're into leather, diba? So I was thinking, baka ba mag-venture kayo like in bags, wallets? Kasi although those are the typical, leather, products, diba?
Actually, I have a joke time, pero maganda naman lumabas.
May maganda
kaming bag. The paper bag, leather bag. Yeah, it's inspired by the paper bags we have lagi from grocery or
Okay, you heard it first on the Roma Miclat show. I'm proud. Okay, anong itsura niya? Anong concept?
It looks like a paper bag. Literally, it looks like a paper bag.
Brown paper bag.
Of course, may mga siya, yung mga features siya that I put into it para maging functional naman siya also as a bag. But
it's unique kasi parang it's like a paper bag but it's leather.
And it's durable, diba? It's durable. Pwede mo itakbo sa ulan.
Pwede mong and it just looks like a paper bag. So I'm calling it, I joke time but I call it the paper bag, leather bag.
Tapos we want to also venture into woodworking and metal. Working with metal and wood and other materials. Kasi nga, like Enzo said, yung crew namin who are working now, mayroon pa kaming carpenters and welders na hindi pa kasali sa workforce namin. So,
at the moment they're doing something else for us as well, pero hindi pa sila part of the production line ng ATTIQUE. We do have products in mind na based on wood and some of them made on metal that hopefully within the next few weeks we can release. Yeah.
Ano ang talagang masasabi nyong ito yung nasa menu of products nyo? You have the mask, you have the ear savers, and then the apron.
Yeah.
By next week, the bag, the bag and
the laptop, iPad sleeves.
And basically, we have a baby line coming out soon.
Yeah. Mga things that we made for our son, our 1-year-old
Kasi
son.
Sabi nga ni Abby, when our son arrived, I knew I could make something special for him. Diba? Like, for example, his crib, or his high chair, and then yung mga toys niya that he uses. So some of them we bought, but for the most part, the bigger parts, I can make something like that. So I'll just make something for him. Those things are now the prototypes for the other things that we're making. So at least yung tested na nung anak namin. And he's really magulo and makulit. So, kung safety lang at saka tawag ito yung durability yung pag-uusapan, okay na.
Tried and tested na, no?
Tried and tested na yun. Di ba? Na, so, yun yung mga stuff that we're coming
Pero
up
kasi
with.
kailangan yun wood, so kailangan carbon.
Yep.
Admittedly, mabagal kami kasi nga, kami lang yung nagde-design. We need more people and limited din syempre yung investment namin. Hindi naman kami nakapag-invest ng like...
As much as we wanted na to start development nito mga other wooden products, for example, during the ECQ, wala naman kaming materials, wala rin kaming equipment. So,
gaano katagal kapag let's say someone will place an order for let's say for the mask, how long is the wait time?
2 to 3 days we can ship it na.
That's fast. But
yeah,
I was thinking about 2 weeks
It takes me a day to make one. So 1 mask per day ang output ko. So yeah, basically
kasi they follow na a pattern.
Yeah, may patterns
so,
na ready. Unless it's customized nga. If it's kung may customization siya involved na hindi yung simpleng color lang or yun baka medyo matagal.
Pero yung mga basic namin, one day ready na siya. Pero syempre, we pack it, we check it, and
sterilize
it. So 2 to 3 days we can ship it.
Okay, that's fast. So okay din naman pala, 2 to 3 days. Nakwento niyo na sa amin ng story ni Attic. Ano naman yung aabangan namin from your brand?
Originally nga, the whole point of this endeavor, more than a business, it's actually a livelihood project for our guys. Selfish motive kasi doon is I really want to keep all of them kasi
gusto ko yun, selfish motive.
Yeah, I think
Inamin niya talaga.
We all have selfish motives.
Yes.
Ako, ang personal ko na selfish motive was, this is sad, pero di ba, it's sad dahil because of this pandemic, there are a lot of businesses, especially connected to the live events industry, who may not survive yung corporate, yung company nila. I would rather na I keep all of my guys because more than the equipment and all of the things that we've accumulated throughout the years, ang mahirap hanapin or palitan is the relationship that you build with your crew.
Which is very important. Hindi siya nabibili.
Yes, hindi siya nabibili. It takes time and a lot of effort for you to have a comfortable working relationship with the people with the crew that are club. So that's why I wanted to keep them. So in line of this, I realized that na ATTIQUE kasi is also a way not just to employ them, but to keep other relationships as well. So in terms of the future, as soon as this pandemic breaks, or at least when things are stable enough na hindi na risk yung infection or contamination, we actually want to open not just ATTIQUE, but also this space to other individuals, also from the live events industry. Kaya nga sabi ko, at the moment, ako lang designer. But hopefully, within a few months, other designers as well from the live events industry could come over here and make their own things. Diba? They can prototype their own things. They can sell the things that they make or that they design. We can have workers as well, additional workers coming from the displaced people there. And then hopefully, we get to keep the relationships that we have with the people.
It's a better community.
A better community to some degree.
Yeah.
And
siguro mag-start kami doon kasi friends na namin yon.
Yeah.
But eventually, we can open this space for workshops sa public talaga who want to try to create them as well. Parang it's a creative hub, parang ganon. So we can give basic leather crafting workshops,
woodworking workshops, metal working projects.
We also want to encourage other artists na, hey, I make soaps, or hey, I bake, ganyan, or candles, diba? Madali, yung mga ganon na pwede kayong pumunta dito, you can use the space, and kasi alam mo, ang creating it also helps eases yung anxiety and stress, diba? So, yun yung isa naming dream for us.
Yeah. At this point, lalo na ngayon, I think the most important thing is to make new friends. Make friends, make new connections, and keep the ones that you have existing.
I would say then, kasi now, like with the generation, the millennials and all, compared to our parents, of course, si Enzo exempted na yan kasi may skills siya. Pero tayo, di ba, parang
Tito kasi yan,
Tito daw ako,
pabawas yung skill set ng tao. Kasi before, tao nagkakarpentero, they do plumbing, di ba?
Kasi wala
they know how wood works.
School.
Hindi na siya masyadong napapansin, or maybe they are changing the curriculum in the school. Pero it's very important to have a skill.
It's important to continually learn new skills as well.
Yes.
Kahit na may alam ka na, you continue to try and learn new things. Di ba?
Survival skills. Yeah.
Survival skills.
Oo. So, yon, if that happens, then you can go to their studio or dun sa, workshop. And then maybe you wanna try, I don't know, do leather stuff or maybe woodwork. Malay nyo, may talent pala kayo dun.
Tapos, for Christmas, kahit maliliit na, parang affordable gift. Affordable, stocking stuffers. I want to release a 2021 planner na leather bound. Leather yung cover. Tapos parang ang slant niya. It's not just a planner where you plan your future, but it's also a keepsake journal where you process the moment. Kasi parang feeling ko, yun yung need ngayon processing the moment, processing the now to move forward. Kasi lalo na ngayon, ang daming mga depressed or may anxiety because of the pandemic.
That's very nice, and that's something to look forward to sa Attic. I'm very, I'm excited for your brand and for it to grow.
Thank you.
Pero bago tayo matapos, Enzo and Abby, I wanna ask, kasi di ba nga, mayroon trabaho kasi tong si Enzo talaga na he's doing events. The question is, what happens when you go back to events?
Well,
paano na?
Hindi naman. Kasi honest answer is, I kind of enjoy this.
Yes, of course.
I'm enjoying Ate kasi...
Ayaw na niyang bumalik sa events.
Hindi naman. I do. Like I said, long-term goal ko pa rin bumalik. I still enjoy... I still love to make the large, giant stages and events. But, it's the same. As a designer, kasi it doesn't change anything for me whether I'm designing small things or big things. It's still, I think will continue. At saka by then naman, I'm hoping, that I'm not the only designer here.
Marami na kayong designers.
Di ba? So, hindi na yung ako lang. So, I have guys naman who were training before the pandemic hit. They can take over the nitty-gritty part. I can just design, and Attic will continue. That's the short of it. Hindi naman titigil to once na the live events industry comes back. I mean, we're hoping to continue. I hope it goes as far as we can take it. Dito, when one of them makes a mask, at the end of the day, he's holding in his hand something that he made himself, natapos. And he made it on his own. He made it na. Kasi yung production line naman namin, it's makes one thing.
From start to finish.
So, as in they can sign it na siya yung gumawa nito.
Oh, so para pala kayong yung gumagawa ng Hermes bag. I was telling this to Abby. Yeah, ganun si Hermes bag. That's why it's very expensive because yung person na gumagawa nung, for example, the Kelly bag, he's held responsible for everything. Yeah. From start to finish. So let's say, for example, the bag is done for 30 days. 30 days, isang tao lang yung gumagawa nun. And ganun nga. Ako ang nag-create nitong orange ostrich Hermes Kelly. Parang gano'n.
Wala kaming ostrich.
Cow leather.
Ano ba yung type ng leather na gamit nyo? Because there are different types of leather.
Iba-ibang klase lang, but basically they're all cowhide leather. Hindi naman kami gumagamit ng mga exotic na leather. We don't even have alligator skin.
Of course, we don't use endangered animals.
Bawal yun.
So,
and we don't actually support that. So
Enzo can explain. Kasi we use real full-grain cow napa leather.
Cow napa. Karamihan cow napa.
It's not genuine leather. I had to learn it as well. Yung term pala na genuine leather, it's not actually real leather, no?
Well, genuine leather is used for anything that's no longer yung parang talagang actual animal hide leather. May genuine leather that uses still, for example, cowhide. Pero dahil parang sinand down na siya na nawala na yung top grain niya, So, tas pininturahan na lang para magmukha siyang ano.
Mukhang leather.
We don't use that. We use full grain or top grain leather. Yung talagang, actually, may kita mo pa that it's still, the texture of the animal itself is still there.
And it has the smell.
The smell, yeah.
Got to the end of the show, and can you share your contact details and how they can place an order? Social media accounts?
Okay, so Attic is on Facebook and Instagram. Our Facebook page is shop.attic, and our Instagram account is @attic.ph. So you can see the products there, you can message us there, and order from there.
Thank you so much for saying yes to this guesting, and sobrang masayang-masayang the Roma Miclat Show to feature another local brand. And we wish you all the best, and I'm very sure na magiging very successful ang inyong brand. And hopefully, magsikat na kayo, balik kayo sa show.
Kaya pupunta kami dyan. We'll go to Singapore.
Yes! We'll see you when, let's see each other kapag dumalo kayo sa Singapore.
Thanks Roma, for everything. For the encouragement as well.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you so much. And there you go. This is another episode of the Roma Miclat Show. Until our next episode. Bye!